Next time you're in Vegas, come to the #1 destination for the top mixed martial artists in the world, The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana. Find out more online at thegunstorelasvegas.com.
Do you think it was legitimate, I guess, in both cases, and what do you think the difference was?
I don't know. I gotta have to watch it on tape again, you know, to give you a good answer on that. But on whether what was a stoppage or not. But I can tell you one thing, you know, you can never count me out. I don't want you to stop the fight. I'm always gonna be there fighting to the very end. So don't stop the fight if I'm the one that's hurt.
And I know before the fight you said you thought this should be a #1 contender fight. A lot of people were already saying, you know, Ellenberger and Johnny Hendricks. Is that a fight now that you want to take, or do you think, you know, are you going to wait and see what happens with Condit and GSP? Obviously, there's a lot of confusion there. What's your plan?
Of course, my goal is to fight for the title. That's where I want to go. And Johnny has got some great wins too. And if I have to fight him to get that shot, then that's what we'll do. But of course, I'd love to get the fight with Condit or GSP or the winner of that fight. You know, I'm going to have to take a little time off, heal up, and go back to Denmark for a little summer vacation. And I'm looking forward to that. But I definitely want to fight for the title. That's what I want.
I thought this fight was going to go 3 rounds. I thought it was going to be 4, but you know, fortunately things went in my favor, and you know, it's just a tough season.
11 wins in the UFC, an incredible win streak, 3 great wins in a row. Did it ever cross your mind to maybe, you know, I'm going to call you out, Carlos Condit? You can't just sit on the sidelines and not defend that.
I mean, I would love to fight Carlos, you know, but of course he want to fight. He want to fight GSP. He want to unify those belts, and I don't blame him. You know, I can completely understand that, and if I was in his situation, I'd probably want to get that unification bout as well. But you know, it all depends on when GSP is going to be ready to fight again. You know, if GSP is going to be out for a long time, then I think he should defend it. But if GSP is ready at the end of the year, like most people are saying, then I can see why he would want to wait for that and get that unification bout.
From Jake in the first round. Do you remember much about it? How badly were you hurt? Can you recall?
I remember getting punched pretty good, but I can just look in the face and see that I did get hit too, you know. So, but I remember, you know, of course, most of the fight, you know, of course, I got hit a little bit more than I wanted to, and you know, I'm glad I came back and got the win. But you know, he was kind of stuck on my guard for a while, and I was able to get my composure back, and second round I felt good again.
This is the 3rd time that you'll be in a situation where one more win, if it's what they do, is go with Johnny. This will be the 3rd time that you've been in a situation where one more win would get you a title shot. What's that like, kind of mentally approaching that situation where you've been so close before to a title shot, now you're kind of in that spot? Well, a lot of people were saying this fight was one fight to a title shot as well, you know. So you can never really know for sure, you know. You don't know you have the title shot until the bout agreement are signed, you know. So I try not to look ahead, you know. I try to focus on the fight ahead of me, and tonight I was fighting Jake, and it's a really tough opponent. I had a lot of respect for it, so I couldn't look past him. Of course, I want to fight for the title, that's my goal, but you got to focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, you had a lot of time there to recover. Mazzagatti wasn't really getting you guys up from the position against the cage.
Well, you know, that's up to the refs' discretion. You know, it's just the way it goes. But you know, I had him hurt, and then I thought I had him, you know, more hurt than he was. But he's tough, man. He battled back and stayed in there.
What were your overall thoughts on the stoppage of the fight?
You know, I'm a little disappointed, but that's you know, that's the way the ref. You know, I felt like I could have kept fighting, or you know, possibly give me a chance to recover, but you know what, it is what it is. It was smart as night, you know.
I don't think it's broken, but I do have a pretty nice cut right here. So, Dr. Shu, where are you? You're gonna take good care of me.
What do you think it was in your training that allowed you to push past getting hurt in that first round? I mean, it was very close to being stopped.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh well, we work hard every day at Extreme Couture. I got a great group of training partners. Most of the guys in my corner today: Ray Seffel, Kyle Griffin, Mike Powell, Jay Ron, and we help each other out. We push each other to the limit, and that's what gets us ready to fight.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch it, but you know, I kept fighting hands, trying to keep my head up, head position, but you know, like I said, I hadn't heard. I was going for the finish. You know, that's all you can do.
And Michael, talk about the storybook ending that you have here, and the surreal story that you could probably make a movie out of here.
You know, it's pretty self-explanatory, man. For everybody that watched the season, they knew what I was going through, and just every day I just had to pull myself up, keep pushing forward, keep training, you know, and just keep fighting tough fights. I know I'm not the most technical guy, but just like Martin, man, you can't count me on the fight. I'll stay in there and I'll find a way to win.
Were you surprised he pushed you against the cage like he did and didn't try to stay more in the center of the octagon?
Honestly, you know, Al's a well-rounded guy. I was just ready to just move and react. I kind of had a feeling he was going to take me down at some point, but you know, I'll have to go back and look at the fight. I don't really remember too much of it, but you know, it was I'm pleased with the outcome.
A little bit tonight after you won the fight, you took kind of like one lap around the cage, almost like you were in shock. It was like this real calm emotion, and then you celebrated really loudly. And right now, man, we've seen a lot of TUF winners sit up there that are a little bit more jubilant than you are right now. You seem a little more calm and reserved. So can you talk about, I guess, kind of what you're feeling and what your emotions have been like since the victory?
You know, it feels great. It took me a minute to kind of to take it in. You know, that little lap around the cage was just kind of, it was very surreal. And you know, now that the show's over, and fortunately I came out the winner. Now I'm focused on going to the UFC, and you know, that's my next goal. Is I want to become a contender. You know, just like Martin and Jake, I want to jump in line. And so now that I got the glass, I'm on to my next goal, and that's start winning fights in the UFC. That's why I'm a little more serious right now.
When do you think we might see that? I mean, it seems like this is the type of experience that you might need to decompress from a little bit. What's your plans? Do you feel like taking some time off or getting back quickly? What's the idea?
I'm definitely going to take a little bit of time off. I can tell my body needs a little break. I would say no to fighting on the Nottingham card with Andy Ogle if the opportunity arose, but you know, that's up to the UFC, that's up to Joe Silva, but just wait and see what happens. Take a little break for now, but I know I'll get the itch to go fight.
Everyone in this competition was real tough. Everyone, I think this is one of the best seasons of The Ultimate Fighter as far as cast goes. There's no one in there that could have been taken lightly, and one mistake can lose you a fight. And that's what happened to me tonight. I made a mistake against Michael Chiesa, who's a very tough guy and finds a way to win, and he did that tonight. I mean, my hat's off to the guy. He's been through hell, you know, through in that whole house, and he's just you know, I don't even know what to say. I'm happy for him.
And this was a new experience for everybody involved, this new live format where you guys roll right into the finale. You end up fighting 3 times in 3 weeks. I mean, obviously you guys all went through a lot, but is that just too much on the body to have, you know, those kind of rigors 3 weeks in a row?
This is what we signed up for. So whether it's, you know, they did that one night in the early UFCs and they didn't complain, so I had nothing to complain about. If I could do things differently, yeah, I would have done a lot of things differently, but that's the way it goes, you know. I don't know, yeah.
What was the game plan going in?
The game plan was to push the pace, push pressure the whole time. That's my game plan. I feel confident everywhere. You know, giving up your back and kind of panicking to get that choke off is, you know, not the game plan. So, you know, what are you gonna do?
How is that? Is it a little more sweet to come from behind like you do?
I would definitely prefer to get hit less. You know, I'm gonna get in trouble with the wife when I come home looking like this. But yeah, not getting hit is definitely preferable.
But did you have enough time to prepare for an opponent like Al that you think that you needed more time in between? It would have helped your body, or what's your thoughts?
You know, as far as fighting, you know, Al fought 3 fights in 3 weeks. I fought 3 fights in 4 weeks. You know, he hit the nail on the head. You know, the guys that first struck dirt in the sport would fight 3-4 times in a night. You know, we all knew what we were signing ourselves up for, and that's just the price you got to pay to push on. As far as only having a week to prepare for Al, you know, you just got to trust in your skills. You got to trust in what you're good at, and just maintain your body. You know, Al was a little beat up, I was a little beat up, so you just want to rest your body and just maintain your cardio and just ultimately be ready for a tough fight. You know, not much you can do in a week as far as improving your performance and coming up with game plans.
Sure. And the last question for you, do you feel like that this is set in for you, this entire process is set in? I noticed your family was very emotional in the cage. You seem a little emotional, but still very stoic like you are right now. Has this set in for you exactly what's going on in your life in the last three months?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has set in, but like I said, I'm already ready. I'm already got my next line of goals set. I'm very happy that I won the show. I mean, it's definitely surreal. It's a culmination of a lot of hard work, but within a matter of a half an hour, I already got my next line of goals set up. I'm ready to go to the UFC.
First time getting choked out in a fight. I kind of had a dream that I was running on like the canvas. I think I woke up and I thought, I asked TJ Dillashaw if I was running, and he said, "No, it's normal. Your brain just kind of goes crazy when it happens." So, but it was, kind of relaxing, I guess. It was weird. I don't know.
How was it when you came to?
I actually thought I got knocked out at first. I didn't really know, and then they told me I got choked out. So then I realized what was going on, and it kind of sunk in, and I got really upset. Still really upset, but life goes on, and refocus, reset my goals, and back to the top.
Tomorrow I'm going to fly home to Spokane. I'm really excited to go see my friends, spend time with my family, and my body deserves a little bit. My body deserves a little break. I mean, right after the fight, when I got in the locker room, it's like my body finally decided to shut down after 3 months, 5 fights, 5 weight cuts. It was really standing on its last leg tonight. So I'm ready to give myself a little break and start thinking about what I'm going to do with my career now.
What about shaving the beard?
Definitely shaving the beard. The camp's over. I always quit shaving when I start a fight camp, but unfortunately I've been in a 6 to 7 month long fight camp, training before I got into the house, so I'm ready to shave, kind of look somewhat civilized again.